Right. Let's get everything set up. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure I got everybody. Let me make sure everything is in order. We got some new stuff going on. We got YouTube over here. We just went live. Hello, YouTube. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. We just went live over here on Instagram. And if you are seeing this correctly, welcome. How we doing today? Let me make sure I got everything set up and ready to rock and roll. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. So we're doing our yoga and Pilates class. And again, welcome everybody. Everybody's tuning in. We're going to get ourselves started here at 10:05, a little bit after 10. Get yourself settled in, ready to rock and roll on this wonderful Sunday. So let me know how everybody's doing. Let me see if I can get the little chat thing. Is Cecilia? Oh, Cecilia, how we doing? You can hear me? Perfect. I got like some weird mic over here. I got the mic on my phone. It says that I can stream through this little system I got over here. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Instagram, is that I have this like restream thing going on. So it can stream to multiple platforms at once. What the hell? Why the hell do we got balloons popping? Whatever. But we're streaming to multiple different platforms at once. So it allows us to do just different things. And because I guess a lot of you guys were saying, Nick, you would like to be on the computer or you would like to see on the screen rather than the little screen. So it gives you an option to figure it out yourself. So that's what we have, a little something new going on for us this week. And we're going to do it for tonight's class as well for 7 p.m. So while you're getting yourself settled in, get your space all ready to rock and roll, let's talk about what we're doing here today. So we are going to be doing, make sure you get some water. We're going to be doing 20 minutes of our Pilates, and then we're going to transition to 20 minutes of yoga. So we got some good flows going on for you. I usually have you guys vote on what we're going to do on Instagram on Saturdays. However, I didn't have you vote because I got my own game plan for us today. So now it's not going to be anything too crazy. So I don't want you to think, holy shit, Nick, you're going to kick my ass right now. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. But what we're going to do is a nice, very simple, I would say very simple, but mediocre. It's challenging, but not the worst, right? Pilates sequence for 20 minutes, and we're going to transition to a couple new flows. So get yourself set up, get yourself into position. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We've been doing this. I found out yesterday whenever I was doing my class or when I was doing my notes, this is actually the 29th class. I kept saying last week it's the 30th class. So on the 30th class, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away one of these yoga mats. So it's next week is the 30th class. That's when we're doing the yoga mat giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, we're going to be giving out a yoga mat, and just stay tuned for that. So first things first, let's talk about a couple things in yoga and Pilates. I want you to remember that in breathing in Pilates is different than what we're going to be doing in yoga, right? So in Pilates, in this first 20 minutes, I want you to inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And the reason we do that is so we can get that core contraction, right? I talk about this all the time, but it's really, I want to reiterate this over and over again, is that you inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Don't hold your breath, right? And at any point in time you feel like your neck is straining or any type of, maybe just a little bit of discomfort, it's okay to give yourself a break, right? So you might see me with my neck up. You might see me with my neck down. Try to do what's best for you, right? We just want to work into the positions that you are best in, and maybe something that's going to be challenging, but not anything that's going to be breaking yourself off, right? So that's our first thing. And then I want you to think about the threshold, right? When we get into yoga and we get into Pilates, there's always going to be a position where you can't go anymore. And there's going to be a position where maybe if you just pushed a little bit harder, you might be able to find a little bit more room. And so that's one of the things I want you to talk about. It's one of the things I want to talk about as we go through this practice. So with all that getting said, give yourself a drink and let's get ourselves set up. So I want us going down on to our back here. So grab your knees, roll your shoulders back, inhale, and then exhale, just slowly roll yourself all the way down. And I want to have your knees Giving this knee hug position and just go ahead and giving yourself 10 circles going clockwise into your hips. So you're really just trying to warm up the body a little bit right there in the hips. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Let's go ahead and reverse that circle. Maybe you're feeling your core, maybe you're feeling your hips, maybe you're feeling a little something in your lower back. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. And let's go ahead and bring those knees into your chest and bring your hands up, your legs up into this tabletop position. And we're going to work with a contralateral dead bug just to warm ourselves up. So we're going to bring our left arm back and extend our right leg. Hold 3, 2, 1, back to center. Do the same thing. Left leg extends, right arm extends. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. And so what I want you to find is a position where, how far does your leg go down to where it starts to round your back, right? And I want you to just kind of play around with that position and find your threshold here, right? A lot of times if you go too far down, like me, if I go too far down, my back rounds. Right here is where I know my core is engaged. And so I want you to try to find that position with yourself. Inhale, get length. Exhale, come back to center. Now let's do another 10 seconds here where your inhale, extend, and then exhale, coming back to center. And this is just a little something we call threshold, right? Where you find that position where your arms and your legs go before your ribs and your lower back start to take the brunt of it. Let's do one more for each side. Exhale, back to center. Bring those knees into your chest. Take a deep breath, and I want you to lift your head up here. And remember, I want you to think of like a 2 to 3 finger gap, right? I don't want you to think you're crunching your head, shrimping your back. Keep your head a little bit neutral, staring up at the sky, and I want you to get ready for the single leg stretch. So inhale, exhale, exhale, bringing that knee into your chest. Scooch back here. I feel like I'm going to kick the wall. And we're going to stay here for 20 seconds, right? And so this is a big a movement where a lot of times people say, Nick, my neck hurts. You could do this on the ground like this, not a problem. But I encourage you to try and test yourself here where you're looking up at the sky and not at your feet. And so let's go 3, exhale, exhale, 2, exhale, exhale, and 1 more. And then bring those knees into your chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let's go back to that tabletop position. And I want you to go into the double leg stretch. We're going to do this 10 times. So I want you to inhale, bring your arms back, stretch your legs. Exhale, come back to center. Now, I don't want you going all the way down where you feel all the pressure in your lower back, right? Find that threshold position where we inhale about right here. For me, you get that shake and bake. Exhale, back to center. Let's do that 10 times. Inhale, exhale. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. If you do feel this in your neck, it's okay. Bring yourself down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to center. Let's do 3. Let's do 2. And let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Bring those legs down. Give yourself a deep breath here, right? And you can feel a little bit of your quads. You can feel your core, right? Building a little bit of heat in the body. This is why we're here. We're going to straighten your right leg all the way up. I want you to stretch your left leg all the way up. Point the toe. And I want you to do our 10 single leg circles where we go counterclockwise at first, inhaling down to 6 o'clock, and then exhaling all the way up. So inhale, exhale. Really use that exhale out the mouth because you'll start to feel your core actually engage. Inhale down, exhale up. 5, 6. And make sure you're doing this and you're not like smacking somebody, right? Make sure that you have some space, you have some room. You're not kicking your dog, you're not kicking your child, you're not kicking the bed, your cat. So 2 more. 2 and 1. And then let's bring our knees into our chest. We're going to bring our feet down and we're going to go into 10 glute bridges before we get to the other side. So inhale, exhale, lift those hips up, squeeze the butt, come back down. Inhale, up, exhale, slow, coming down. Now just let the butt just touch the ground and then inhale up. Slowly come down, inhale up. And the idea is that if you slowly allow the butt to come down, what you're doing is you're working the eccentrics, right? And eccentric motion is actually more muscle development and more muscle building than the concentric, which is just a contraction. So essentially what we're doing is we're slowing down on the eccentric, keeping the time under tension by not allowing our butt to completely touch the ground, which therefore a little bit more time under tension. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale, exhale, last one. Slowly come down. And then let's hold up here for 3, 2, 1. And then come back down, bring those knees into your chest. Let's stretch the left leg long. Let me get back in the position. And we're going to bring the right leg all the way up. And this time we're going to go we're going to go clockwise with the right leg. So inhale down. Make sure I don't kick the, move over here. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep that toe pointed up to the sky. Make sure that you're not rocking too much in the hips, right? I want you just feeling this out of this right leg. Inhaling down, exhaling up. 2. Inhale. 1. And give it a rest. We're going to go right back into that glute bridge, but instead of doing 10 reps, we're just going to hold for 10 seconds. So bring your hands down, heels close to the butt. Inhale, come all the way up. Take an exhale, squeeze the butt. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, but this time I want you to go up just a little bit higher. Inhale, exhale, go a little bit higher. We'll do that again. Inhale, a little bit higher, and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring yourself all the way down. And let's roll over to our left side. So on our left side, I'm going to do a little side series here. But what I want you to really think about is that the hips aren't rocking back and forth, right? I want the hips to stay neutral. So when you do this, you can keep yourself upright. And especially if you're feeling a little discomfort here because you're sinking, you can bring yourself down and that's okay as well. But I want you to challenge, bring yourself up into this position. So legs at the corner of your mat. We're going to inhale, lift that leg. And see how I have it. It's not all the way up. It's not all the way down. It's like kind of right in the middle. Point the toe. And let's do 10 circles. There might be little squiggly lines. Might be like your cursive handwriting. And then let's reverse. Especially when I do my reverse circles. These are a little worse for wear. 2, 1, down. Bring that leg down. So we're going to bring it back into that position. But this time I want you to point your toes down. So we're doing this little internal rotation. And I want you to do 10 of these lifts. So toes pointing down, inhale down, exhale up. 4, 5, 6. And you should feel this burn right here on that side butt. As long as those toes are pointing down, you're activating in 3, 2, holy shit, 1, and down. Ay, but we're not done yet. It's because we got to do 10 kicks forward. So inhale, bring that leg back. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. Not the double kick, it's just the single kick. Seeing what you got out of that leg first. Do 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Inhale back. Exhale kick. Let's do 1 more. Keep that leg up and then slowly bring it all the way back down. We know we got a nice little burn right there, right? So then now let's switch to the other side. So I'm going to switch here. You could roll over or you could just switch the way that I just did. But again, keep yourself in that position. We're going to bring that leg up, not all the way up, not all the way down, right in the middle. And we're going to do our 10 circles. Point the toe, 10 circles. Inhaling. Exhaling out through the mouth. This leg feels a little worse to wear. And then reverse that circle. Right? Reversing it. Feeling how that does turn on that side butt muscle, your TFL, your glute medius. 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh, yeah. Take a deep breath. Halfway up. Point the toe down. 10 lifts. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can feel that burn. 7, 8. Oh my gosh. 9 and 10. Holy smokes. For some people, you don't even realize you even had a muscle right there. It's like, what the hell is that? So bring that leg back. Inhale. Exhale kick. Remember, don't stare at your feet. Stare up in front of you. Inhale back. Exhale kick. We got 10 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do 1 more. And just think, we've only been doing this for 15 minutes. You got this nice burn going on. People always talk about Pilates, and really, this is what you can do right here. So let's roll over onto our belly. We're going to go onto our belly. Keep those hands right here, kind of close to your chest. And what I want you to do here is slowly roll your shoulders back and start to lift with a bent elbow position. So I don't want you coming all the way up. I want you coming up into what we call the baby cobra. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and then slowly come back down. Relax the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Let's do that 1 more time. So you lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, squeeze, bent elbow, and feel what we are feeling in between your shoulder blades. That's called your rhomboids. And these are the muscles that we need to get active immediately. And then slowly come back down. And then this time we're going to go into a full cobra. So inhale, come all the way up. Get those knees together. And we're going to go into this little shell pose. A little bit different than what we call the child's pose. But child's pose would be knees wide open. These are knees together. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's go to this tabletop position. So remember, when we're in this tabletop, we got a couple more Pilates movements before we get into our yoga. But make sure that we have our wrist, our elbow, and our shoulder all in a line here. So from this position, this tabletop position, I want you to kick that leg back, toes pointing down. And I want you to do 10 of these pulses. Inhaling, exhaling, trying to keep the hips sturdy. So I don't want you rotating like we're doing the fire hydrants. Keep that leg pumping. 3, 2, 1, and then switch legs. Take a deep inhale, exhale, extend that leg, the right leg, toes pointing down. We're doing 10 of these straight leg lifts. Toes pointing down, feeling your glutes, feeling the little muscles in your lower back. 3, 2, 1. And then bring those knees back together. Sink your butt back into that shell pose. Walking your hands all the way up. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Do one more deep breath. And then on your exhale, we come back up to that tabletop position. And then this time, make sure your wrists, your elbows, and shoulders are all in a line. We're going to do our bird dogs here. So extend that left leg, extend that right arm, and I want you to hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. We're going to do this 2 times to each side. Stretch that leg, stretch that hand. I want you to push through your heel, extend through your fingertips. 2, 1, back to center. Let's do that one more time. Stretch through the heel, stretch through your fingertips. Trying to get length. 1, and back to center. Last one. Inhale, get length. Inhale, exhale, back to center. And then this time, let's bring those big toes together, knees wide apart. Sink your butt back, and let's walk our hands all the way out for a child's pose. So in this child's pose position, I want you to think, let's start to shift the mind here to the breathing in through the nose and out through the nose only. And spend about 20 seconds here just breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling your hips, feeling your glutes. Let's walk our hands 3 steps to the left. And I want you to feel that stretch under your armpit into the trays major, minor. Deep inhale, exhale, come back to center. Let's walk ourselves to the right side. And again, trying to feel that stretch over here under that armpit. Sometimes you got to grip the ground to really find it, but once you do, you know you found it. 2, 1, back to center. And then let's come all the way back to that tabletop position. And let's tuck our toes under. Let's grip the mat. Remember, when we're doing our positions, grip the mat with your hand here so you're not pushing all the way and all that weight into the palm of your hand. Tuck the toes under. We're going to go into a bent knee, downward facing dog. Remember, staring straight down at the ground, not at the feet. You can stare in between your toes. That's okay. Holy hell, my left ankle is tight. And let's just pedal our legs down and back. And let's spend about 10 seconds here. Inhale, left heel. Exhale, right heel. And then I want you to go ahead and walk your hands all the way to your feet. We're going to do some new, I don't want to say new poses, but we're going to get some new poses going in that maybe we haven't done in a while. So make sure you pay attention here. So we're going to inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up, one vertebrae at a time, and feel the world around you. Like, oh, okay, wow, we were just on the ground. Now we're up here. So let's do 2 sun salutations. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to exhale, fold all the way down. I want you to inhale to a flat back position. Exhale, forward fold, and walk 1, 2, 3 steps to the high plank. We've been practicing our knees, chest, and chin, so we're going to do knees, chest, chin. Let's scoop ourselves into that upward dog cobra position. Tuck the toes under, bend the knees, tabletop, exhale,
bent knee, downward facing dog. Now you could straight leg downward facing dog. It's up to you. I prefer bent knee because, well, my ankle does not like me doing the straight leg downward facing dog anymore. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then exhale, walk your hands all the way to your feet in that forward fold position. And then slowly inhale, come up one vertebrae at a time. Let's do that one more time. Let's get right into it. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold one more time, and then walk 1, 2, 3 till you're in a high plank position. Knees, chest, chin, scoop all the way in. Cobra up dog. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, push the butt back. Downward facing dog. Let's hold here 3 deep breaths, gripping the mat with your fingertips. Inhaling through the nose, out through the nose. And then we're going to lift that left leg up nice and high. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, round your back, step it through. And then we're going to drop that right knee down. We're going to inhale, get ourselves into that low lunge position. Bring your hands together in low lunge and twist. So roll that left shoulder back. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, unwind. Hands come down. Tuck that toe under. And this is going to require a little bit of strength here. So tuck that toe under. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can come all the way up into that low crescent lunge. Hold here for 3. Make sure your heel's up. 2, 1. Drop that right heel down. And then get yourself into that warrior 2. And now look down in between your hands, even though you're seeing my back. Let me switch here so you can see that. Is that make sure that you see your heel and your foot is in line, right? So make sure that your heel is in line with your back arch. If you're wondering, no, it's still the same leg. I just switched to give you, so you're not staring at my back the whole time. And this is where we're going to do something new here. So I want you to pay attention first. So now that get yourself out of that warrior 2. Keep your legs in this position, because what we're going to do is we're going to transition from your warrior 2 here. We're going to straighten that leg, and I want you to reach all the way out. See how that's a difference, right? So warrior 2 here, reach rather than you just kind of bending. So when we reach all the way out, we're going to go into triangle pose first. And if you feel confident enough after triangle pose, we're going to do something called a half moon pose, which essentially you get your hand right in between right in the front of your hand and bring yourself all the way up. Now, if this is too much, we could do a modified half moon, and we'll show you that when we get back onto the ground. So if it's too much for you, stay in your triangle, and we'll meet up back into our position. So get yourself into a warrior 2. Make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. You're pushing through that back foot. Just realized on YouTube, the little Yoga Pilates block thing is covering my foot. So inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, reach all the way out. You might even feel that a little bit different in the hips. Exhale, drop the hand down and into triangle pose. A deep inhale, looking up at the sky if you can. And then exhale like somebody's pulling you by your right hand, come all the way up. And if you want, this one we're going to try our half moon pose. So bend your knee, look in between your front foot. Exhale, your hand comes down about 6 inches, and then lift that leg all the way up. And if you're here and you want to challenge yourself, you can look right directly in front of you. And we'll just stay there since this is the first time. We don't want to go too challenging. But if you're here, hold this position. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. Step it back down. Exhale. Come back up. So if you did the half moon, you should be proud of yourself, right? Be proud of yourself. But now we're going to windmill ourselves all the way back down. Step that leg back into that downward dog position. Shake it off a little bit. And we're going to do the same flow, but with the right leg. So let's inhale, bring that right leg all the way up. Exhale, bend the knee into your chest. Step it in between your hand. Drop that left leg down. And let's get into the low lunge. Reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands come together. And we rotate. And again, you should feel how, see how I'm leaning a little bit forward, right? I don't want you to think you have to stay straight up because we're trying to get that stretch in your hip flexor as well, right? You can do a whole bunch of stuff. You can open up here, but let's just stay where we're here. And then exhale, unwind, hands come down, tuck the toes under, and then inhale, get yourself into that crescent lunge position. Deep inhale, exhale, drop that left heel, and then get yourself into that warrior two, making sure that your right heel is in line with the back arch. I'm going to rotate so you're not staring at my ass. And then we can have, there we go, back in our position here. So here, inhale, we're going to go right into that flow, straighten the legs, reach all the way out with your foot or with your hand, drop it for triangle. And when we come back up, we're going to go into that half moon. So if you want to try it, this is your chance. Inhale, exhale, come back up. Get yourself in position. Bend that knee slightly. Hand comes down 6 inches in front of that foot. Exhale, you bring that left leg up to hip distance. Rolling that shoulder back. Spend a couple breaths here. This is a nice balancing pose. Exhale, bring yourself down. And come all the way up. And let's stay into that wide-legged pose. And you might find that one side's a little bit easier. Maybe one side's a little bit harder. Or maybe you just kicking ass and you got them both down like they were nothing. So please let me know when it's all said and done, right? I want to know. So hips together. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Let's fold halfway. Hands come down. Inhale. Exhale. Fold the rest of the way down until you're wide-legged forward fold. And just allow the head to just sink here. Breathing in through the nose. And then let's walk the hands all the way to 12 o'clock. And then walk your feet in 1 to 2 steps. Walk your hands back. And then grab your hip hinge. I wouldn't say grab, but slowly exhale using the assistance of your hand to come all the way back up. And let's go to the front of your mat. And let's do a little chaturanga. Let's do a sun salutation to meet back down onto the ground. So inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold again. And then let's walk your hands out. 3, 2, 1, high plank. Knees, chest, chin. Scoop yourself in. Oh, wow, that rhymes. I'm going to have to start saying that. Knees, chest, chin. Scoop yourself in. You heard it here first. Inhale, tuck the toes under. Exhale. Push your butt back. And so let's take a deep inhale here. Deep exhale. Bring those knees all the way down. And let's sink yourself back into a child's pose position here. And I want you to think, how does this child's pose feel comparatively speaking to the first time whenever we transitioned? Do you feel a little bit looser? Do you feel a little bit more warmer? Make that body scan here while we breathe another 2 breaths. And I want to show you the modified half moon pose. So let's come all the way back up. I'm going to face you here. So how you would do the modified half moon is very similar to what we do in our gate pose, right? So it'd be, you get your knee, you get one knee down, one leg up, and essentially in gate pose, we walk our hands out like this. The difference would be in half moon, you just bring yourself all the way down, right? And from here, you can have your hand come all the way. Same method applies if, like whenever we're doing our tabletop, make sure that your wrist, your elbow, and shoulder are all in a line, and you're not like all the way out here doing it, right? You're right here in line, because then now you can bring that leg up and just feel, right, the TFL that we worked all day, 20 minutes earlier. So try this, lift that leg, see how it feels. And now maybe you could do this one, comparatively speaking, to the other one. And then let's try to the other side. Let's even ourselves out, right? So get back on your knee, straighten that right leg, bring that left hand down, and then see if you can lift that leg up, bring your arm up, and see, is it a challenge for one side, comparatively speaking, to the other, right? Is it harder to get your right leg up? Is it harder to get your left leg up? And this is something that you can practice, right? Everybody's going to be different. It's always the difference whenever I'm teaching these classes online, is that I can't see the student. So I can't say, hey, you lift that, hey, you lift that leg up. So maybe that is you. So, hey, you lift that leg up. So now that we're here, let's get ourselves back onto our mat. We're going to get our knees wide as the mat, and let's get ourselves into a tabletop child's pose position. But when you walk yourself all the way out, I want you to thread the needle. So walk your arm all the way through, and then bring your head down, and then walk your left arm overhead to 12 o'clock. 3 deep breaths here. Exhale, back to center. Same thing, halfway walk, thread the needle, and then walk the rest of the way up, bringing that head down. 3 deep breaths. And by now, this move and this exercise, exhale, come back up, should feel a little bit easier for you, right? So cross your legs, sit behind your feet. I'm going to face you here. Is that now I want you to lift your chin and chest up. And then I want you to exhale, fold forward as much as you possibly can until the first sign of tightness. And I want you to hold there and then bring your hands right in front of you. Take a deep breath, and then exhale, walk your hands, helping you get yourself all the way back up. Switch the cross of your legs, same thing. Hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Inhale, walk 1, 2, 3 to that first sign of stretching or discomfort. Hold there, and then walk yourself all the way back. And then let's stretch our right leg all the way out, keeping that left foot in the inside of your right leg. Turn your hips to face the right leg. Lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold, and reach for the foot. Now, if you can reach for the foot, that's great. If you can reach for the ankle, that's even better. I realized that I got to get that thing off because it's blocking half of my foot right here. So keep the toes pointing up. And I'm not too concerned of how straight your back is. So, I mean, I don't want to see you, shrimping it, but really try to feel the pull coming out from the lower back. That's more concerning, or where I want you to feel that mostly. And then bring yourself all the way back. And let's do the same thing to the other side. So bring that right leg. Inhale, rotate your hips all the way over. Exhale, walk your hands all the way down, finding that single leg stretch. And again, feeling that stretch coming out through the lower back rather in the hamstrings rather than, rounding yourself, really trying to reach. It's okay if you can reach your shin or your ankle. If you can't reach your foot, that's fine. But then bring yourself all the way back up, feet together, butterfly, Baddha Konasana. And let's open up those hips a little bit more. And then we'll get ourselves ready for our Shavasana. So roll those shoulders back, lift the chest, and let's spend 30 seconds here in our Shavasana pose. So let's straighten out our legs. And I want you to extend your arms. Inhale, slowly come all the way down. And then take a deep exhale and stretch from heel all the way to fingertip. And then I want you to find a nice relaxed state. So lift your hips up, get the butt out of your lower back. The palms face up. Your feet go out wide. And I want you just to start focusing on the breath. So say, all right, I'm done. But this is the most important pose in yoga, especially after 40 minutes. We have to allow the body to stay still. And so I want you to inhale through the nose here. And we're going to do some breathing, some rhythmic breathing. So once you get yourself into a state where your eyes are closed, you're not focusing on anything, what to do today, where you got to go, what do you got to do, I want you to take a deep inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. And I want you to hold that breath for 3 seconds. I want you to exhale for 5 seconds. I want you to feel that emptiness in your belly. And then take another 4-second inhale. Hold for 3. And then exhale for 5. And let's do that 5 times here. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 3. Exhale at the mouth here for 5. Let's do it again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold for 3. Exhale for 5. Last one. Inhale. Hold for 3. And then slow exhale out the mouth for 5 seconds. Feel that emptiness in your stomach. Using your left arm as a pillow. Let's roll over to the left side. Take a deep inhale and then slowly bring yourself all the way up to a cross-legged pose. Open up your eyes. See the world around you. Everything's a little clearer. You feel better about yourself. Bring your hands into a prayer position right at your chest. Let's bow our head and namaste. So namaste, everybody. Hope everybody got some value from the or showing up for yourself, right? We've been doing this now for 29 classes. So if you got any value out of that, a like, a follow. We're on multiple different platforms. So I don't even know, a subscribe, a like, a follow, a heart, a thumb. I don't even know what it is anymore, right? It's this, they're all scattered. So I would appreciate any support if you got any value out of that, because it just helps the video go to more people. So if you're seeing this live, just be sure that you are the real OGs, because you've been doing this for me for 29 weeks, right? And again, we do this every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, the 7 p.m. class is a little easier. It's more of like a restorative class. We don't do too much Pilates. It's more stretching. So it's always a great time to for yourself, right? And so if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to turn it around and see how everybody's doing and see how things are going on. And yeah, so hey, how's your ankle now? Do you feel any pain? See, everybody always loves my ankle stuff. So how we doing over here on Instagram? How we doing? I know we got two different platforms going on. So how was it for you? Really great flow. That side lit up the new. I know. Jenny, ain't that the truth though? That side butt, right? Whenever you turn the foot down, you don't realize it, but just that little internal rotation and doing the you feel that in your butt in places you didn't even know even existed, right? Like let's let's be real. Oh, thanks for the badge, Stellar. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So hope you got some value out of some of the classes. Next week is our 30th class. We're going to be giving away a yoga mat, and that's also going to coincide with our first day of our Halloween challenge. So if you're interested in kind of stepping up and kind of getting yourself into a fitness challenge for yourself, it's not crazy. I don't make it too hard, but it's just every 2 weeks we're trying something different. So if you're interested in joining our fitness challenge, 6 weeks, you have a chance to win a Theragun and some gift prizes. It's going to be a fun time. I encourage you to sign up if you are interested. We're going to be doing some yoga, some Pilates, some habit building. It's going to be a fun time. Lastly, so if you're interested, message me. I'm going to probably message you anyways, or you're probably going to see me talk about it in my stories all over the place. So if you're interested on YouTube, I don't know how I would actually get you to sign up. I think I have a link in there, but on Instagram, I've been shamelessly promoting it on my stories for the last couple of days. So if you want to get yourself into a 6-week program, want some coaching, want some accountability, and just get yourself feeling better, holler at me. Now's your chance. But let me know how the class went. Did you like the new flow? Did you like was it too much? I always wonder, when we do these things, is it too much? The half moon pose, something to work on? Oh yeah. Got right, Jenny? It's like that half moon pose. That's why I wanted to bring that out and show you that there is you could do the modified one, right? You could do it with your hands down and then come back, lift the leg. But if you really want to get yourself a balance pose, you come from triangle. That's the $1,000,000 thing. Oh, I didn't realize I even had Grandma over here on YouTube. Hi, Grandma. Look at her. You'll feel great when you're finished. Look at that. She's awesome. I got my grandma going on here. So the half moon pose. Also, if you are a subscriber on Jenny, I know you're a subscriber, but if you're a subscriber for my Instagram, I'm going to be doing something where I give you all the recipes for our Food Fridays. So stay tuned. If you are a subscriber, I'm going to be giving you all the recipes for Food Friday. All you got to do is just hit the recipe, and I should be able to send it to you. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to do for the subscribers coming forward. But again, make sure that you show up at 7 p.m. tonight, right? So 7 p.m. tonight, we're going to be doing another yoga class. If you just trickling in and missed it, or maybe you want to do double up, we're here doing another class at 7 p.m. And this is what we do on Sundays. So let me know how you like it. And the thing is I know a lot of people asked, and we did it for this week on YouTube. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, let me know how you liked it. And was it something, do you find it better on YouTube because it is a little bit bigger, right? On Instagram, you're doing it through your phone. On YouTube, I feel like you could do it through different platforms, right? So you can kind of have it on your TV. Maybe it just looks a little bit bigger. And the best part is I can, I think I could save it too, right? On YouTube. So if you ever wanted to go back and look at it, because I never really saved these, you can always look at it. So something to keep in mind as we go forward. And I don't know, I got the mic over here too. I got the big mic. This is what was recording me. So I don't even know if you could hear me on YouTube. Let's be real. But that was our Sunday Pilates class. Now it's time to go. We're going to go fall exploring. I got to get myself a damn pumpkin. So we're going to do the pumpkin activities. So stay tuned on the stories if you want to see some adventures at the farm. And you know what? In Pittsburgh right now, it's raining. It's shitty. And streams to make it. I switched to using Insta on a tablet. Oh, I never thought about that, Jenny. Using it on the tablet to make it bigger. And that's the thing. I don't want to. I know these platforms hate it whenever you send traffic to another platform that is their competitor. So it's like for me to put the YouTube link, I know Instagram's probably like, I'm probably on bad terms with them right now, but I feel like it does give you just a chance to get a little bit bigger picture if you do have, depending on where you're doing your yoga and Pilates. So we'll keep doing it on Instagram. We're never going to change, but it's just adding that extra layer on YouTube. And actually, you know what? I think we're actually even on Facebook. Yeah, I even brought back my my old Facebook page back from the dead. So, you know, it's Halloween time. You got to start bringing these things back from the dead, right? It only makes sense. You start you start coming back from the graveyard. But essentially, people, that's what we are today. And if you want to make sure, he said, damn pumpkin. Yep, to get those damn pumpkins. You can tell, you know, we love it. But yeah, by all means, I'll see you everybody here at 7 p.m. tonight, and I'll see you later on the next one. There we go. Yeah, so there we go, YouTube. So we did our 20-minute yoga. We did our 20-minute Pilates. I think in reality, I got to be able to replace. I'm going to hide this. There we go. See, that's what I got to do next time. Because I think like you couldn't even see half of my foot whenever I was doing the stuff right there, right? So, oh well. Kratos, hey bro, how's your ankle now? Do you feel any pain or something? Well, I don't know if you saw the stream there, brother. Like you see, there's some modifications that we can do that we really can't do anymore. Like the downward dog, the initial downward dog. That's a lot. That's heavier. That's it's a bent knee downward dog for here on out, right? It just doesn't bend that way. And then when I do bend that way, it feels like it's about to break. So, yeah, look at this real quick. So I don't know if you're still a couple people in here. Look at these little things that I can do now, right? We got the little video playback. We have demonstration. We can go in the Q&A. We can go, look at this. We got like little summaries, support the stream things. Don't scan that because I don't even know where that goes. But yeah, this is where we're at. We're trying to get ourselves into streaming 101 right now, right? We're the figure it out one way or another. But awesome, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you at